All right, Mike Heck here for MMAfighting.com at the Heavyweight Factory, just across the street from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And I'm here with the man himself, the man with whom this card has been built around, Evander Holyfield. Less than a week ago, this was not a thing, and yet here we are. How are you feeling about this?
Well, I feel good about it. You know, I was training and I'm in shape enough. I feel that I could do it.
When did you get the call? When did you find out that this was a possibility, that Oscar was out, and that you had the opportunity to fill in and get yourself back into the ring?
Well, of course, Chris is the one that they called him and they talked to him. And he said, well, let me ask Evander. And I said, well, okay, I'll do it. I said, because I would ask him the question, I said, I'm telling him, I said, how the world the guy gonna do this for Oscar, then come to do it to me? I said, do he know that we different? He said, well, so it was okay. I'm like, he's good. Now, if I was gonna be in his type of sport now, I wouldn't do it, because I don't know how to do that. And I kind of feel that, you got to have a lot of confidence to get into sports and get in with me when I've been doing it a lot longer, And so that was the whole thing. And I said, because I asked him, I said, I got to know, is this true? I said, I don't want to be. And he said, well, they would love to do it. I said, okay, all right.
Was this on your bingo card in 2021? Because I know there were talks about you maybe getting in there with Mike again. There was talks about Kevin McBride. There were all these different things that were being floated around there. Did you think that your fight in 2021 would be against a former UFC champion?
No, I didn't think that, because I wouldn't think that. I've been doing boxing ever since I was 8 years old. And so I'm like, and that's just like, I know good and well I ain't gonna come down there and try to wrestle them guys and all that. I don't want to watch out for a foot, a chokehold, grabbing my arm and breaking my arm and stuff like this. I won't take a chance. So it's realistic. If you coming into boxing, then you really coming into my field. So I just want everybody to know that you have to be smart about what you want to do.
Of course, you coming into this fight brings up concerns. People in the combat sports community like the talk. You're 58 years old. They feel like, oh man, he can't be doing this right now. What do you want to say to those people to kind of alleviate those concerns heading into this fight? Because look at you. You look in tremendous shape. You look way better than I do, and you're like 25 years older than I am. So, is there anything you could say to kind of alleviate those concerns? This is your world after all.
Okay, well, the thing is that I have more experience in boxing, but in the fact of the matter is, I would have a problem if I was going to do the MMA with him, because that ain't what I do. But I know that I do boxing, and I took care of myself real well. The fact is that I'm like, with an MMA guy who he do a couple of things right. He know how to throw the punch. He can deliver a hard shot. But I can do more. And I just bring more to the game because the years are doing it.
And then being part of Triller and this broadcast and this company, as you know, anything can happen and things get switched around. Went from California to Florida, and now we found out yesterday that Donald Trump's going to be a part of this thing. How did you react to that, to find out that Donald Trump's going to be part of the broadcast team for this event?
Well, I wasn't really surprised, but for the president, and plus Donald Trump, when in the years I fought at Trump Plaza and I fought all this, so Trump is a Holyfield fan, and where he was at one point in time. I don't know if he still is, but the fact of the matter, he do know boxing.
It's a pretty big deal to have a former sitting president come to an event like this, right? Have you had a president come to one of your fights before, or a former president?
Not that I know of.
This is a very big deal, Evander.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. So, did you know a lot about Vitor outside of just kind of seeing him on paper, knowing he's a former UFC fighter?
I don't know much. I just know that I can keep my hands up good and all this and stuff like that, and and hopefully, I hit him before he hit me.
Do we have an official prediction for the fight, or are we beyond that at this point in your career?
Well, the thing is, I just know at the end, somebody's hand's gonna be raised.
There you go, and hopefully it's yours, right?
I'm definite.
All right, Evander, thank you very much. All the best to you on Saturday.